So we just got to Tijuana and I'm saving my smoothie because I'm hungry and I want like actual food. So we picked up some chicken, even though it's Thursday and we're not supposed to eat chicken today. But you know what? I'm hungry. So the smoothie will be for later for a snack. And then right now I'm gonna eat the chicken and then whatever else I got. And I did bring my food scale. Like what I'm eating here. I did bring my food scale and I wanted to tell you guys that last week, so my first week of my challenge I lost 5 pounds, which is obviously of course like maybe just water weight as well, but I'm feeling good. I've been staying consistent on working out while I've been here, and today is day 3 that I've been here, so I've been staying consistent with my workouts. I just didn't work out the day that I traveled, which was a mistake. I should have worked out anyways, but I was exhausted and I was so sleepy. And I did my workout this morning, as you guys saw, and it felt really good to do that. But like my sciatic pain is like just driving me crazy this morning, so I have to eat something so I can have ibuprofen. Although the pain before working out was a lot worse. Like it was like a 9 out of 10. Like I was at the almost gonna cry, but I wasn't crying. It was like a 9 out of 10, really bad. And it wasn't like that when I went to sleep, but maybe I slept wrong or something. I don't know. But right now it's like tolerable, maybe like a 6 out of 10 after working out. So I gotta eat and just take like some ibuprofen and magnesium, and hopefully that'll help it just like relax. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but today is the first day that I can eat meat again because I had given it up for Lent, so I'm excited for that. So I ate a torta for breakfast and it was so good, but I measured it out and everything and, you know, made sure that I was eating what I was supposed to eat. So for any of you who have chronic pain and live like with chronic pain, I totally feel you and I totally understand. Some people, I think, because it's so invisible, like it's not something that you can see. Like you can't just look at me and be like, oh, like she has this chronic pain. Like nobody knows unless I tell them. And even if I were to tell people, they probably wouldn't believe it because they're like, oh, you look so young, like how could something be wrong with you? And I'm like, dude, I like literally live with pain every day. It's just more days are more bearable than others, and today is one of those days where it's not very bearable. Like I literally wanted to cry this morning, but like I said, the exercise helped, ibuprofen helped, did the piriformis stretch, that helped too. But now I need some Tylenol. Hopefully it'll like bring it down a notch, at least a 1 or 2 out of 10, I hope. we are packed and ready to go. Just getting some ice, and then we're gonna head over to the border so we can cross over to the US. At the border, we've been here like 40 minutes so far. So I'm back home. I had a good sleep and I'm happy to be back and in my own routine, but honestly I did have a good time in Tijuana. It's so relaxing because you're literally like on vacation doing nothing, eating, relaxing, sleeping. It was amazing, but it went by really fast. This time around we went around like a few towns around there, well, cities like Ensenada. We went to Playas de Tijuana, which was so packed. That's pretty much like the Tijuana beach translated to English. But it was super packed. Like, it was a lot of people there. We also went to like a few neighboring cities like Tecate. We passed by Rosarito, and then we also passed by Valle de Guadalupe, which is where we stopped to do a little bit of the wine tasting. It was just like a sample of wine tasting, and it was so good. We tried 5 wines and cheeses, and we got some cheese from there. We got a wine bottle from there, a white wine, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. So in regards to my eating, I was able to keep up with my exercise except for one day. I definitely needed a rest day on my travel day, but my eating was actually not bad at all. It was pretty good. I did weigh my food most of the day except on Saturday when we had that big old seafood platter, which was delicious. Except that day I did not track because obviously it's like I had said already, like I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of my time there and not be tracking the whole time. But it's like I was gonna take my food scale to the restaurant and like try to weigh it out. But I ate a little bit of everything and it was so good. It was delicious, and I don't regret at all eating from that seafood platter because it was delicious. But anyways, on Sunday I just went back to my tracking, and that was that. No guilt whatsoever, so it felt good. But today's Monday, and I have to do quite a few things because I work tomorrow. So I have to do like laundry. So this is the wine we got. It's the Beso del Sol. It is so good. In this area right here where we got it, let me see if I can show you guys. It's called Valle de Guadalupe in Ensenada. It's like a bunch of wineries and tents, and it's so green and it's so beautiful, and you could like stay the night there in like igloos or like tents, cabins. It's so nice. I actually want to go back there. And by the way, before I forget, I had mentioned about how I was in so much pain. I think, was it on Saturday? I think so. After I did those piriformis stretches, my pain was so much better. By the time I went out to lunch, it was literally like 1 out of 10, and it was like amazing to be at such a low pain level. But sometimes that's just how it is living with chronic pain. Like it'll never go completely away, but it's always so tolerable, and those stretches helped me out so much. You could just Google like piriformis stretches on Google or on YouTube, and I'm sure you'll find some stretches. It was amazing. I didn't even end up needing the Tylenol after all on that day, because I had said that I was probably going to take some Tylenol too, but the stretching helped a lot, and I actually can't wait to work out today. I'm probably going to do some upper body, so I'm so looking forward to that. So you're probably also wondering like how I stayed on track while traveling. And I should have showed it earlier on this clip, but I pretty much packed everything I thought I would need. So I took boiled eggs. I literally took 10 boiled eggs, and that lasted me the whole trip. Shared it with my mom. 10 boiled eggs was enough for 4 days. And then also I took some plain Greek yogurt. I took cottage cheese. I took prosciutto. And then those were like the main proteins. I also took rice cakes, peanut butter, a strawberry preservative jam as well. And I just took like my Built protein bars. I took my Premier protein shakes. So yeah, I pretty much packed a lot of things I thought I would need, and then also things that are staples that I usually eat here at home, so I wouldn't feel like as hungry. As I'm telling you guys, I'm realizing that a lot of this is a lot of protein, which is exactly what I needed to not feel as hungry. And that's why I just chose Saturday to like not track my lunch and dinner, because I was like, I have to enjoy it. And if I feel like super restricted with my food, then I'm just gonna give up, and that's not something I want to do, because I want to be able to stay on track, especially while traveling. Staying on track with weight loss while traveling can definitely be hard, because that's when I feel like I would be the one to give up and just throw everything off, like out the window. I'm just gonna eat whatever I want. And I definitely could have done that, but I know I have a goal, and I know that it's not gonna make me feel good. I'll probably end up feeling guilty or something. So I'm like, no, that's why I took my scale. That's why I took all this food that I knew I would want to eat, and that I knew was gonna be healthy for me. So of course it's a lot easier to travel with these things when you're going in a car, because we drove over there to Tijuana, so it's not like we were flying. I think that would probably be a little harder, because how are you gonna take Greek yogurt? I mean, you'd have to spend money over there, but at the same time, it's like in other countries, the food, like the yogurt, I don't know if I'm gonna like their yogurt. Like, it's crazy. I was on Instagram, you guys, going off track a little bit, but on Instagram I shared how I was looking for Neosporin in Tijuana, and I could not find it for the life of me. Like, there was no Neosporin everywhere. I went to the pharmacies, I even went to their Walmart, no Neosporin, but yet like over the counter, you guys, over the counter medication like metformin, sildenafil, glyburide, they sell that over the counter. They even sell some antibiotics over the counter, not all of them. You can get like vitamin B injections there. Like, I was like, and I can't find Neosporin? Like, what the heck? They did not sell it everywhere. It was so weird. I was like, okay, next time I know like what medications I need to take, or not medications, but just like what things from the US I need to take and travel with, because they're probably not going to have it over there, which is Neosporin. And they didn't have medical grade honey either, and I wanted that too, because we forgot it here at home. But anyways, I digress. Making sure you travel with your food staples or buy your food staples will help you a lot. And honestly, I thought I was gonna feel like super duper bloated and blah blah when I came back, but I don't. I feel like fine. I did stick to working out. I obviously didn't take my weights with me. I thought about it, but I didn't. But I just did like Anna's YouTube videos. So Growing Ananas, I think that's how her YouTube name is pronounced. So I did her YouTube videos that I love to do, no weights, and then just all standing, because I didn't want to be on the floor, because I didn't take a mat. So yeah, there's ways that you can still stay on track while traveling, and it felt good. It felt good because I was still able to eat things I wanted. You know, yesterday I showed you guys that I had the I had plain Greek yogurt with a gansito, because I was dying to eat a gansito, guys. And I know they sell them here, but I don't eat them. Like, I don't buy them because I know I'll go crazy on them. So I was like, you know what sounds good? Like plain Greek yogurt, let's get my protein in, let's cut up a gansito, let's put some walnuts in there, and call it breakfast. So that's what I had, and it felt so good, and it carried me over for like 4 hours or so. So yeah, just doing little things like that. I think trying not to restrict it, the more you restrict your food, the more you're setting yourself up to fail. So instead of restricting, what I'm doing is I'm adding things that I still think would be beneficial for me. So for example, in that breakfast I added the plain Greek yogurt, instead of just eating a gansito with coffee. Like, that's not really nutritious. At least I got some protein from that yogurt, you know, and some healthy fats from the walnuts. So just little tips like that, you guys. But yeah, I definitely can't wait to go back. I want to go back to Valle de Guadalupe. That will be super duper fun. And today I am back on just my trekking, just like I was. I even trekked yesterday while traveling back home because I was eating the things that I had taken with me, like the rice cakes, the boiled eggs, and all that. So it all worked out. Oh, I also traveled with egg whites. So just thinking ahead of the things that you usually eat at home and then just taking it with you. So yeah, that's how I stayed on track. And I don't even know if I like lost weight or not during this week. And honestly, it doesn't even matter to me because I feel good. I actually do feel good. I don't feel bloated. I don't feel like I deprived myself of all this food I could have ate over there. I just made conscious decisions to not eat certain things. So I hope that those tips helped you guys. If you're on a weight loss journey, obviously I am no expert. I'm just speaking from my own experience, but like I was still able to indulge in the foods that I liked, but I still stayed on track as much as I could while traveling, especially while doing this road trip to Tijuana. So I hope that you guys enjoy those tips. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I will see you guys on my next video.